I'm Moody Boo, the Fragrant Nomad, and thank you for returning to check out my latest review. This is another single perfume, and you guys picked it. So I'm going to do these surveys every once in a while because I have so many perfumes to review that it just helps me decide what order to go. Because, you know, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm very indecisive. And I need your help. I know I ask a lot, but, you know. Oh! Well, Bowie decided to add his 2 cents to this whole thing. Are you done? And I don't know if it's good for a dog to sniff perfumes, but he seems to really enjoy it. So I let him when I'm testing. He always comes up, and he's a husky, so he'll curve his paws around my arm to bring it to his nose. He's insane, I swear. And he's broken because he's a husky that hates the outdoors. All he wants to do is be in here inside in the air conditioning. Well, that makes sense because he's a husky, and it's like in the 90s and hundreds right now. So who the hell wants to be outside this time of year? Not me. Anyway, I know, another squirrel. Had to chase it, but I'm back. So I am going to do these surveys on occasion because you guys really did a good job of helping me decide to do the next one. And the one that got the most votes, if you've checked back with it lately, is Fort and Manle, All the Queen's Men. And this one was released this year. Fort and Manle is one of those houses that I find to be really original, and yet their perfumes aren't so out there that they couldn't be universally loved. Really, really high quality stuff. And I do like the new bottles, but I think I like the old ones better. Not just because they were tall and skinny, took up less shelf room. You know how I am about that. But I like the artwork on them. Now the labels are all pretty universal, and it's really hard to read, but it says All the Queen's Men right there. Really hard to read. Late Harvest, my other new Fort and Manle, is even harder to read. So what are you going to do? But I like them. They look like old-fashioned apothecary kind of bottles, which I really enjoy. Those kind of bottles, I really do like them. If they hadn't had the other ones first, but I like the other ones better. It's like Kerosene's bottles. I like his original bottles better because there was color, you know, that made a little variety instead of the uniformity. Now the bottles on Fort and Manle, they do have different colored labels, but that's about the only difference there is that I'm seeing with the new bottles. So anyway, to the juice. I checked on Fragrantica and compared it to Fort and Manle's website as far as the notes go in this, and they were accurate. So convenience, lazy. I'm going to go with Fragrantica. And just let you know, it's dried fruits, rum, honey, vanilla, woodsy notes, cinnamon, and fir balsam. And I don't know why, but I get like like if an apple brandy, the barrel that it had been distilled in, the oak barrel that had been distilled in, like the brandy had been taken out, and you're now putting your nose up to the barrel, and the remnants of that brandy, that fruity brandy, with that seeping into the oak and the combination of aromas that makes, you can almost feel the heat, you know, because when you smell a strong, dry, warm alcohol drink, you know, that's straight booze, no fillers in there, juice or whatever, tonic, you know, just the alcohol. When the alcohol itself hits your nose, there's this heat and this dry heat that kind of comes with it. And you get that from this. This is kind of a dry liquid perfume. Weird, I know, but that's what I get. I get the booziness. I can smell the booze, but it's like the booze isn't there anymore. It's just the ghost of it. But that ghost is haunting this barrel big time. And it's It's wonderful. It's warm. It's rich. It's sweet, but not a lot. Not real sweet. The way I just described it makes it sound really dry and arid. And it is that, but there's a dichotomy here. One side is that dry and arid, and the other side is kind of this sweet, moist, kind of vanillic, honey kind of an aroma that mingles with that dry alcohol and dry, fruity kind of alcohol, and it makes the most beautiful aroma. Now, it's not like there aren't some other perfumes that maybe it kind of reminds me of a little bit, but it is in its own little space as far as I'm concerned. It's lovely. It's lovely, completely unisex. There is no one side or the other as far as the who can wear it kind of thing. It's a very universal scent, I think. As far as the time of year, though, I've been testing it in this devil's balls kind of heat that we've been having here in the PNW. But I think in the winter time, the aroma is going to be a lot more appropriate and more appealing to me, even in the winter. Here's my problem, though. Here's the breaks. Performance isn't that good. Now, because it is devil's balls heat here, that might have something to do with it. So I'm really anxious for the weather to cool down. Fall, I'm ready for fall, because I think this one would be the perfect fall scent. Absolutely perfect. This one in late harvest, which I'll do a review of eventually, probably before fall. But oh my gosh, now all the Queen's Men, I don't get the reference to the name, whereas Late Harvest, I do get the reference. I'm not sure where that comes from. At first I was thinking, what is it, egg-based, before I tried it, because I was thinking all the King's Men, Humpty Dumpty fell off, crack the egg, maybe you scramble it and make a perfume. I don't know. But then I was like, wait, that's not all the Queen's Men. So I don't know what that is, unless it has something to do with Alice in Wonderland. Oh my God, I am just going all over the place. Extra cup of coffee. Yeah, I was real tired this morning. Not anymore. Anyway, the performance isn't great. I get, and I stay mostly in the air conditioning, but because it is so hot outside, it's hard for our window units to keep up with it. So it stays in the mid 70s during the day here inside. So to me, that's pretty moderate temperature, and it doesn't perform well. I get 5-6 hours max out of it. Projection is within arm's length the entire time, from 2 sprays to complete dry down. I was hoping, because it's kind of expensive. It's over $200 for 100 ml, or is this 50? I think this is 50 actually. Yeah, this is a 50 ml bottle. So it's over $200 for that. I think it's more expensive on Lucky Scent than it is on Fort & Manley's website, if I'm not mistaken. I bought it from Lucky Scent. I did get some other samples, but they're dabber samples, and you know how I feel about those. So I should have checked out Fort & Manley's site first, but live and learn. So performance not good, projection not great. I don't ever remember walking back into my scent cloud, so sillage is non-existent as far as I can tell. But the scent is divine. Now, I do think this is more of an evening scent, but because of the performance, I do think you could wear it during the day to certain occasions. It's a bit complex. It's a bit, I don't know, just formal smelling for much daytime wear. You'd have to work, I think, at a very formal kind of a place in order for this to really, but you do what you want. So if you work at a Burger King and you want to wear it, do it, because when I go get my Whopper, I'd love to smell it on you. So that sounded kind of cougar creepy. I didn't mean it that way, but so is it worth the money? I can't answer that. Usually I can, but I love the scent so much, but I'm disappointed in the performance, and they both are really important to me. But apparently, since I can't answer the question, loving the scent is a little more important to me than having a beast mode kind of a performer. And it doesn't even have to be beast mode. I would just like it to last 8 hours, you know, a full day's wearing. 5-6 hours is a little shy for over $200. That kind of performance is more like $100 perfume. That's what I would expect. But I have $100 perfumes that perform outstanding. So I don't know. I can't answer it if it's worth the money. I guess it's up to the individual wearer. I know I was of no help whatsoever as far as that went. I don't know if I'm any help in any regard, but I keep faking it until I hopefully make it. Maybe one of these days I'll give you guys some information that's useful. Anyway, I love it, but I am disappointed. It's sweet, it's earthy, it's dry, fruity, boozy, and it's also got this sweet honeyed vanilla kind of a background to it. Both extremely beautiful. I love the dichotomy. It doesn't mean it isn't well blended, because it's very well blended. But you do get the two sides. Good sprayer. Nothing to write home about, but a good sprayer. It does not deliver a lot of perfume. So this is one, oh, tasting it. But this is one I would spray easily, and I have been like 3-4 sprays. And no problem. There's no blooming, no beasting, no nose rocketing at all. It stays about the same. It's still under arm's length. You know, maybe it projects a little more for a short period of time with 4 sprays as opposed to 2. Doesn't last any longer for me. And it comes within that era of 2 sprays, that area of scent bubble really quickly. So you don't really gain much out of spraying more of this perfume. Some perfumes of mine, if I do spray 3 or 4 sprays, yeah, it doubles in everything and can become too much. This one is not. I don't know if you could overspray this one, to be really honest. Which makes me again go back to, is it worth the money? I don't know, because I think you could go through this pretty quickly. But it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous scent. More wintertime, cool weather. This wouldn't be one I would take to Hawaii. That's all I'm saying. So, all right. Well, I guess that's about it. Was that quick and ugly? No, nothing's ever quick with me. It could be ugly, but not ever quick. Just too many squirrels in my purview. Too many, I can see them. I have too good a periphery, and there's a squirrel. I go, squirrel, go. And then I'm back. But it makes for longer videos. Apologies, but not really, because, you know, I only do this once a week. So thank you for being here. I appreciate everyone so much. Thank you for always coming back. I don't get it, but I'm really grateful that you do. It keeps me recording a video at least every week. And eventually I plan on adding more to it. It's just not going to happen in the near future, I'm afraid. But I'll keep trying to plug out at least one a week. So what do I have coming up? I think I'm going to do the second choice on that survey that I did, because it was really close. All the Queen's Men was almost tied with Initio's Atomic Rose. So I think my next one is going to be Atomic Rose, and then I'm going to put up another survey, probably with 5 or 6 different ones than I've already put up. And then I'll get down to the ones that, you know, weren't the top 2 choices, and then you guys can start picking from those. But I've got a lot. I even have some new perfumes that have come. I know, but you guys, I have a huge monthly budget for perfume. So, and I have a new purse painting project. I got a really cool Coach bag that I'm super excited. I got some great ideas what I'm going to do with it. I still got to post that Louis Vuitton, my end product of that bag, which turned out so cool. I love it. And I learned so much from that experience. So I'm really anxious to start this new project. I don't know if I'll film it or not, maybe. So, okay. Well, anyway, I guess that's about it. So thank you again. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. And use your own nose. Peace.